Hey! It's another Just Caitie episode of Caitie and Amber, and this week I'm coming at you with book recommendations. Let's start with something I picked up from Target recently. It's pink and hearty, but it was on sale and it caught my eye. Don't judge me. Anyway, at first I thought that A Little Something Different by Sandy Hall would be a lot of the same, but I was pleasantly surprised. This book is part of the Swoon Reads movement for young adult romantic writers, which you can read more about in the link I'll put down here. It's a nice light read that tells the story of a boy and a girl who fall in love in college, but they're, young and foolish and they can't quite seem to get a relationship off the ground. And I know you're thinking this is a lot of the same heteronormative stuff I have to put up with all the time. But the twist is that the book is told through 14 different viewpoints, none of which are the main characters. So instead you see the story through the eyes of friends, classmates, professors, a bus driver, a squirrel, a bench, the usual people who see things go down. It's funny, it's refreshing, it was written in 6 days and maybe could have used 7. It's not the next great American novel, but it's a nice way to spend the afternoon. I always promote this book, so here it is! Published in 2009, Geektastic, Stories from the Nerd Herd is a collection of nerdy short stories and comics written by some of today's most popular young adult authors, including Cassandra Clare, Scott Westerfeld, John Green, David Levithan, Lisa Yee, etc. So no matter what kind of nerd you are, there's at least one story or comic in here for you. From Star Wars and Star Trek to astronomy and quiz bowl competitions, whatever it is, each story has a little touch of that geekiness that you not so secretly want to see in all of your readings. It's really good. Please read it. Please tell me what your favorite story is. Tell me in the comments. It'll be fun, I promise. On to more serious reads. Harper Lee's Go Set a Watchman is a sequel to her classic To Kill a Mockingbird. It's been getting mixed reviews online, but personally I loved it. I think a lot of people, especially recently post-college people, can really relate to this book. One of the main themes is going back to your hometown after college and feeling simultaneously like you belong there and that you don't belong there. Then you throw in coping with finding out the people you love and respect are not the heroes you built them up to be, and seeing a social justice movement completely restructure the world you're living in, and you have a recipe for so much drama. Please read it. Please tell me what you think of it in the comments. I love a good book discussion. Let's have some fun with it. Last but not least, you know her, you love her, you call her your queen. J.K. Rowling wrote The Casual Vacancy a few years ago, but I have run into very few people who have read it, and that hurts me because I have a lot of feelings about this book. I think a reason a lot of people haven't read this is that it's sort of thick and it's slower paced, and that turns a lot of people off. But I feel like I know every single character in this story personally as if I grew up with them, because J.K. Rowling, she wrote each character so intimately. It feels like you're right there with them, and it's just brilliant. The events in this small town escalate so slowly and purposefully into one of the most intense literary climaxes I have ever read. I beg you to make the time to read this book, but if you sincerely try to get through it and you just can't for whatever reason, it was recently made into an HBO miniseries, so you can watch that instead, I guess. But you should read it. I'm always on the lookout for new books to read, so if you have something you need or want me to read, let me know in the comments. We'll have a good book talk. It'll be fun. Until next time, you do you.